In this video, I wanted to share with you the 3 built-in NinjaTrader indicators that are included with the free version of NinjaTrader. I would want all 3 of these indicators on at least one of my charts to show me some key levels of support and resistance for the day. This is a 5-minute NASDAQ chart. This is price action from today, October 30th, Monday. This is the New York Open right here. Check out where price went to right before it bounced up early in the morning, right to this dotted orange line. This orange line is the current day open. On the way back down, you can see we get some hold up there, and price really pays attention to this area later on in the day as well. This green dashed line, this is yesterday's high. You can see we get a little rejection there, back down to R1, which is one of our pivot points. And once we break above yesterday's high, we come back, it acts as resistance. We get a nice bounce up, and then it's come down right to yesterday's high, and that's where it closed today. But having these 3 different indicators on your chart can be a very helpful tool in identifying key levels of support and resistance. So the 3 indicators that I'm using include the pivots, and these are all free. These are all included in the built-in NinjaTrader free version. This is the pivots indicator. I haven't changed anything besides you can change the width of the lines. So if I change this to a 10, you can see over here now these lines with the labels of pivot point, R1, R2, S1, they're much shorter. I like having it at 200, that way it stretches out the entire width of most of my charts. And on all 3 of these indicators, I've gone in and changed the color and the thickness of most of these lines. For the pivot point, I've chosen magenta just because it really pops on the chart. It's a level that I definitely want to pay attention to. I've got a dashed line for the pivot point. The same thing for R1, R2, R3. You can change the color and the kind of line that you would like and the width for all these different support and resistance lines. The second indicator I have on here is the current day open, high, and low. I've got it just showing the current day's open. For the current high and current low, I've got it set to transparent. I just don't need to see that on my chart personally, but it's another level you could have if you want. I've got my current day open set a little bit thicker than yesterday's close. I've got them both orange. I'll show you here. This is the prior day open, high, low, and close. I don't care about the prior day open. I guess you could just unclick it there. But I do have the prior day's high, the prior day low, and the prior day's close. And for the prior day close, I've got the width at 3. That way I can tell the difference between yesterday's close and the current day open. Most of the time, these 2 lines are the same or right next to each other, but when they're apart, that means there's a gap last night. And I've noticed just from personal experience that price will respect these lines individually on their own, and they have their own qualities. So I like to have them both on there. So for the prior day OHLC, all I have is the high, the low, and the close from yesterday. And I definitely recommend you kind of pick a color scheme and a line style that you like and you like to look at, and something that you can look at and know which line is which. Here's the previous day's price action. This is from Friday last week. This is pre-market, coming up to 8 o'clock. You'll notice how price really respected this pivot point, bounced right off. Then we had that really choppy New York Open on Friday, came back down to the pivot point, bounced up, went right to R1. R1 stopped it, went all the way back down to the pivot point, and then the overnight open held it up, and it just kind of bounced back and forth between the pivot and the overnight open. We eventually made it back down to the yesterday's previous close, and then we chopped in this slightly bigger range. So you can see why you might want to have these levels on your chart. Price just really reacts to these levels, and they're definitely levels that you want to be looking out for during your trading day. Definitely do some back testing on your own. Put these levels on your charts and look back and see how price reacts to these levels. And then when price is approaching or near one of these levels, you really want to focus on the price action as it's approaching or as it's breaking through. It can give you a lot of good ideas for possible trades. I hope you got something good out of this video. Please like and subscribe if you enjoyed this video. Have a great day.